Hey guys, it's History Behind the Warrior, and welcome to yet another Mortal Kombat video. Now, today we're going to explore uncharted waters in the form of Khrome. So we will be talking about who the hell is this character. But before we do so, we do actually have a sponsor for today's video. Freeze. Stop whatever you're doing and take a breath. Don't waste your life. Isn't it time you made some changes? Have you taken down the Demon Lords yet? Crushed the Ice Golem? Ascended the Doom Tower? What about fighting against millions of real players in the arena? Well, now you can, because it's time to raid. Explore millions of champions, combinations, and master countless tactics as you take on raid bosses, dungeon runs, campaign battles, and its PvP arena. With hundreds of artifacts to equip and over 500 champions blessed with unique skills, you can build your team, develop your champions, and raid your way. Now, one of my personal favorite aspects about raid is the ability to play the game on the go. What I mean by this is that not only is it playable on iOS and Android devices, but you can also play it on your desktop, so the action never really stops. So the big question right now is, what's new with Raid? Well, this month, Raid is releasing an insane amount of new content and new things to do. First up, they've just released 11 amazing new champions, and they're also releasing 200 brand new missions to complete. Along with this, there's an exclusive legendary champion as your reward if you've managed to finish them all. If that's not enough, they've also added 5 tough new levels to almost every single dungeon in the game. That's an incredible amount of content to add in just 1 month. So, what are you waiting for? Go to the video description, click on the link, and prepare to get lost in the world of Raid. Now, let's get back to the video. Now, if you're a long-time Mortal Kombat fan, or someone that mingles with the community and kind of goes through its forums, then you'll most certainly have heard of this character as he's appeared here and there. But who or what is Khrome, and where exactly does he come from? Well, Khrome is a being that is created of pure steel, formed out of liquid metal. He is a formless warrior that can mold and shape whatever he wishes at his own fingertips. Think the T-1000 cross Sub-Zero, at least in terms of creativity. Now, from what you could imagine, this crossover kind of leads to a very formidable opponent. That is, if he truly existed. Now, some of you are probably saying, what the hell do you mean by truly existed? Where are you going with this? Well, please do allow me to explain and elaborate. You see, Khrome is not an official character within the Mortal Kombat series or canon as a whole. Khrome has never once featured in any official game, spin-off games, or comic book narratives, and that is because Khrome is in fact a completely fabricated fan-made character, and thus because of this, Khrome has never existed within the main canon. He is simply an individual that fans had made up. So with that said, where exactly does Khrome derive from? Well, all the way back in 2013, a company by the name of Pop Culture Shock, an organization known for creating immaculate statues, forged an absolutely outstanding smoke statue. Now, as you can obviously tell from the picture here, this is the human form of Smoke with the default MK3 Ninja design, so it has that dark tinge of grey. However, in one instance during the statue's creations, due to an error on the paint job, the dark tinged grey was instead given the paint job of silver, and once this statue was released to the public, it was dubbed by fans as Khrome, who in turn possibly believed that Pop Culture Shock was unveiling a brand new Mortal Kombat character through a statue. Maybe some form of cross-promotion, as fans were hotly anticipating NetherRealm's next big game, Mortal Kombat X. Of course, this wasn't at all meant to be, as the character wasn't featured in X or its 2 DLC passes, and currently 11 with its 3 DLC passes. So the question right now is it possible that Khrome will ever be DLC, as back in the day fan-rumored characters such as Ermac and Scarlet would later come into existence in Mortal Kombat 3 and 9? Well, don't hold your breath, as 1, there isn't a high demand for the character, and well 2, Ed Boon has acknowledged the existence of Khrome, and from what I'm aware, Ed has absolutely no interest in this character's insertion into the series. From what's been said, even if Ed was interested in inserting the character. He apparently cannot legally use the character in the game because unlike Ermac or Scarlet, who were rumored characters that supposedly existed and originated from the game, Khrome's entire existence is based on a real-life honest mistake in the form of a statue. We don't really understand or know the final legal details surrounding the use of this character, or whether or not the idea and concept of this character is legally owned by someone. On top of this, it definitely does seem that Boon has a very strong stance against using fan-made characters, understandably going with his team's actual designs instead of fan-made ones. So the possibility of Khrome's inclusion in the Mortal Kombat series as a whole is thin to possibly non-existent. So absolutely do not hold your breath in that sense, as Khrome always has been and always will be a fan-made character, and due to the nature of his accidental creation, it simply makes things very complicated for his inclusion. Never say never, but it's definitely wise to keep in mind the muddled history of Khrome's creation. So I definitely wouldn't expect to see him appear in the next installment, or at all for that matter. But until then, this has been it for who/what the hell is Khrome. I do hope you have enjoyed this video and learnt more by doing so. This was a fun one for me to cobble together, as typically I avoid fan-made characters, but it seems like wherever I go, I always see his name turn up, and it's typically by people who are unfamiliar with him and don't really know much about Mortal Kombat as a whole. They just think the fan art designs and concepts of him are super cool, of which, yeah, they are. But I wanted to put this information out there, as I have seen a ton of people talk about it and maybe be a little bit uneducated about who and what Khrome is, as it seems like a very finicky character in the Mortal Kombat universe. Personally, I'm always up for more ninjas. I think NetherRealm did an incredible job with Tremor for Mortal Kombat X, so I would like to see how they would apply their creativity to a character that is liquid metal. That's super cool. Plus, if you know me, you'll know that one of my favorite films of all time is in fact Terminator 2. But until then, that's been it for me. So hopefully this video has brought you some clarity on just who Khrome is. Now, just before this video wraps up, if possible guys, let's try getting it to about 500 likes, and don't forget to subscribe and tick that bell, as it will keep you up to date with all of my content. But until then, as always, please comment, like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. Please take care, and I'll see you all next time.